Good morning everybody, and this is your SP 500 day trade setups for today. So decided to stay out the market yesterday, and we kind of moved up. It was just a little bit of a tough move up. You'll see that I'm going to put two levels in here. We are top of range, not an area you want to really be jumping in. So let's just use these levels as they are. So to the downside, bottom of the range is 46.96, or you can say 4700 is kind of the area we defended, and we defended it fairly strongly in the beginning of the week and the end of last week. And we are now at 47.84 and 47.96, so 4800. Let's just round that off. That is the upside, yeah, so it's 4799.7. So 4800 needs to clear before we can start continuing to look for longs. So at the moment we do have CPI data coming out today. That is going to impact us, and earnings will kick off basically tomorrow, but you'll have some earnings today as well, and sort of after the bell rings and before the bell rings tomorrow morning. So this is when it starts. The next 2 to 3 weeks, all your big notable earnings will be out, and that is also going to be sort of a catalyst for what the market's going to do. So let's just get down, see what we do have today. And from a 3-hour perspective, the week started pretty much strongly, and then we consolidated. And hindsight's always a perfect science. Big move up, consolidation, second move. So kind of textbook stuff, but nevertheless we are still sideways, and sideways is dangerous. Above the moving averages, we are going a little bit parabolic at the moment, coming up and stretching for the high here at 4800. Oscillators indicating that we are overbought, so I suspect probably a little bit of a pullback, but we'll have to see what CPI does. If a CPI is a good print, you'll probably see us fly through this resistance here, and we'll start trying to flip that into support. And then obviously 4900 is next, and then 5000 would be the ultimate target. All-time high at the moment is obviously still on the cards. We are very close to that, and that sits at 48.24 on my charts. So just back to the 3-hour. Just look for the pullback level. That's probably the most logical zone. But whether we get that or not is another story. I'm sorry, I'm just going to put the third one in, and then we'll get them for you. So this was the one yesterday that we battled with for quite some time, 47.68, and then you had 47.72 and 47.76. So that's a zone of support that is in play at the moment. We have this one as well, which will also be in play, which is 47.84. So get those levels in. Those are going to be fairly important today if there is any pullback. And from the hour perspective, look at the oscillators, overbought at the moment. You don't really want to be jumping in there. See, going into the close here, there was a retest of the structure, but I still suspect this is the area that you need to pay attention to. So 47.73, 47.76, 47.68, so 47.70 area is the area that you do need to pay attention to for a potential pullback and opportunity to buy back into this. Trend is now to the upside, so that's what we're looking for. Don't forget to hit that like button, and let's just get down to 15-minute, see what we have. And you see what I mean, yesterday, break of a channel, and then we sort of battled to get above this, and eventually got above. Going at the close, we pulled back, and then buyers came in. So the gap, there is a gap here at 47.84, 47.85, and there are little gaps further down as well. There's one right here at that 47.73 area, and there's even all the way down to the downside as well, as almost at the low of yesterday. So trend is definitely up. You're looking for opportunities to buy. You don't want to be buying up here. You need a pullback. You need the oscillators to ease off on the 50-minute before you even consider looking for that long. And I suspect we're probably just going to drift up into 4,800, reject there, pull back, build a base, and that's going to be your signal to get in. Could bring the high of yesterday into play as well, so don't forget that. But I suspect we'll probably aim for a gap close to try and keep this as smooth as possible. And when I say gap, I'm talking about the cash market gap. The cash market gap is going to be somewhere around 47.85 area. Okay, so that's kind of my view. Wait for the pullback, and you're looking for a move to the upside. Just be very wary of CPI. If CPI is a surprise, you'll see us pull back dramatically down to one of the major levels, and I would actually just get onto the daily and weekly, get those major levels in just before CPI, so you can just see where they are on the charts, and then see what happens when the data comes out. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.